What's up everyone, Snooey Minotaur here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Hopefully you're having yourselves a wonderful day today. It is finally time for me to do the second episode of my Battle Pass ranking series, ranking every Chapter 2 Battle Pass in Fortnite from worst to best. We got 8 battle passes to talk about in here, and I've got to tell you this here, this list might piss people off, and I'm being honest with you here because there's a lot of really strong opinions that I have about Chapter 2 battle passes because there are some really good ones and some really bad ones, and I mean, yeah, you'll see what I'm about to talk about here in today's video. Also, please keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying in this video is my own personal opinion because I know there's going to be really big nerds in the comment section saying, oh my god, this battle pass is so good, why'd you put it so low? Oh my gosh, I'm disliking the video. Just keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is my personal opinion. But with that out of the way, let's begin because I've got some things to say about Chapter 2 battle passes. I'm going to be tearing into these first few because they are pretty bad. Starting off at number 8, as we have 8 battle passes to talk about here, so we are going to start at the number 8 spot. Oh freaking boy, this is going to piss people off here, but I've got to be honest with y'all here. It is Chapter 2 Season 4.
Done.
I'm gonna tell you straight up right now, this is probably the worst battle pass of all time. Before I tear into this battle pass, I'm gonna talk about some positives first. The skins are really good. I think that they did a phenomenal job with the skins. They look really damn good, especially Tony Stark, Jennifer Walters, even Groot was awesome, and Mystique had a really cool theme around her, and I absolutely loved how they did these skins. I think they were done very well. I also really like some of the pickaxes. We had some really good pickaxes in this battle pass. That I will not lie either. There were some pretty good ones out of here, like the Hand of Light. That was probably the best one in my opinion. And also, not to mention, this was the first battle pass that actually introduced the super edit styles, meaning the edit styles that you get beyond level 100. Sure, the previous seasons before this, we actually did get the progressive, like, enlightened edit styles, but this is once where you actually unlock the different edit styles for certain skins in the battle pass. I think that's it. I think that's all the positives I gotta say, so let's just rip into this battle pass. First of all, this was such a huge cash grab attempt. Obviously, this was a whole Marvel themed battle pass, so you might think, yeah, there's probably some good things out of here that came out of here. Obviously, the skins were really damn good and there's some really good pickaxes. However, they decided to do some awful ideas in this battle pass. Let me just get this out of the way and say this here. Every emote in this battle pass is built into skins.
What?
Because there is not a single emote you can even use, not even a gesture you can use in this entire battle pass, okay? Every single emote is built in. Some of them make sense, but the one that doesn't make sense the most is the Victory Von Doom emote, which is Dr. Doom's emote. Like, why would you make that built in, and why would you only make it locked behind a Victory Royale? Like, why wasn't this a emote that you can use with anybody? Speaking of more bullshit, there was legit, I'm not kidding, 2 gliders you can use from this entire battle pass that you can use with any skin, and that was the Root Wing and the MCG glider, which had multiple edit styles. There was 4 other gliders in this entire battle pass that were built in. Why? The one that didn't make sense was Iron Man's glider. Like, why the hell was that built in? Oh my gosh, this battle pass was a fucking disaster and is hands down the worst battle pass of all time. I think that the idea was there making a collab based battle pass, but the execution was horrible, and I hope they never do this again. Now to move on to my number 7 spot. This is going to be Chapter 2 Season 5. In my opinion, this battle pass was slightly better than the previous season, but I will talk about the negatives here in just a sec here because there were a few positives out of here. First of all, there were original skins out of here, but there's only like 2 of them that were pretty much worth your time, maybe 3. There was Mancake, who was really good. Condor was probably the best skin out of the battle pass, and I know a lot of people like Lexa, which, I mean, yeah, I can understand that. This was the first cell shade skin in Fortnite, so kind of paved the way for a lot of like collaborations and other battle pass skins that we would get in the future. And also, I really liked the theming of this battle pass, especially for the collaborations that we had, because we had 2 collabs in this battle pass. We had the Mandalorian in this battle pass as a tier 1/tier 100 skin, if you want to put it in that perspective. And we also had an actual secret skin, but keep that in mind because there really wasn't that many secret skins in Chapter 2 because they decided to make secret skins not secret, and that was the Predator. Other than that, this battle pass was pretty decent at best. but the biggest problem with this battle pass can be described with one word: filler. This battle pass was full of edit styles. I think 20 to 25% of this whole battle pass inside the tiers was nothing but edit styles. I don't know if that was just Epic being lazy or if this was intentional, but this was really bad. I did not like this at all. And also there was like one dance in this whole battle pass. I know there was one you could get from like doing challenges, but that was about it. This battle pass was a huge disappointment in my opinion, especially when it came to the edit style department, because good god, that was bad. Now let's move on to my number 6 spot. This is going to be Chapter 2 Season 8. This battle pass was pretty decent. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, the best skin out of the battle pass was Charlotte. This was a great skin, one of the best tier 1 skins that we got during Chapter 2. There was also some other great skins out here, like Tuna Fish was great. Fabio Sparklemane was a terrifying meme skin. If you know the backstory behind this skin, I mean, it's really creepy. And then there was also the Cube Queen, which was also another secret skin, believe it or not. All the other skins, in my opinion, I just was not the biggest fan of. Carnage was the tier 100 skin, which made sense for the season because it came out when the new movie was coming out, but it's not really a particularly good skin. This was the start of the trend to where pretty much almost every battle pass that we would get throughout an entire year, other than like one, we would pretty much get nothing but Marvel collabs, which was really tiring. But the biggest problem with this battle pass was the emotes. There was not a single dance in this battle pass, and this was the start of that trend too, to where they pretty much add almost nothing but gestures and built-in emotes, which was really dumb. But yeah, this battle pass was pretty decent. It wasn't the worst battle pass I've ever seen in my life, and there are better ones, just like my next spot, which is at number 6. This is going to be Chapter 2 Season 7. Now, I actually will say this is definitely one of my favorite seasons. However, I will say that the battle pass just felt very random with a lot of the cosmetics in here. There were quite a few of them that actually made sense for this season, but there were just some which I just questioned, like Gugamon was just a very random collaboration skin that they added in here, and that was pretty much it. I will say Chimera was a cool concept, but I will say he's probably the worst customizable skin we had in Fortnite. We also had Joey, which I honestly think should have had a male and female edit style instead of just using the built-in emo all the time if you want to switch in between them. Sunny was a good skin though, I will say that. And Dr. Sloan was cool. And then we also had Rick Sanchez in the battle pass, which was really funny, and I think he was definitely one of the better skins from this battle pass. And then we also had Clark Kent, who was the quote-unquote secret skin of the battle pass, which when this skin came out, no one cared. I'm not even kidding. And also, this battle pass was the last time we would pretty much see any form of dances in here at all. There were some fun pickaxes in here, and there were some pretty decent gliders, but other than that, this battle pass was kind of forgettable, even though it was in a really good season, which is honestly a shame. So let's move on to my number 4 spot. This is going to be Chapter 2 Season 1, the very first season of Chapter 2. Now we're kind of getting somewhere because this battle pass, I really like the theming of it. It was like an alter ego type battle pass, and it was all original skins, and I think there were some pretty good ones. I think some of the best ones was 8-Ball versus Scratch. Fusion was a very underrated tier 100 skin. Even Remedy versus Toxin, probably the best skin out of the battle pass out of here. We also had some really fun emotes. We had a really cool like pogo stick emote. We even had the drop emote, which actually kind of uses copyrighted music, but for some reason is not copyrighted, which is very strange. And also some really good pickaxes. The Sledgehammer, I think that's what it's called, is phenomenal. It's so good. And that's pretty much about it, but the biggest problem I would say with this battle pass is actually the names of the skins. I can understand what they were going for with this battle pass, with it being alter egos, a good and a bad side to a skin, but it really doesn't make a lot of sense with a lot of them. I think they should just call them with the first names. Like Turk versus Riptide, that's just a terrible name in my opinion. Journey versus Hazard is a bad name. Honestly, just should have been Turk, and then also would have been the Journey skin. And even Ripley is just known as Ripley. He's not known as Ripley versus Sludge. The only two skins that actually make sense out of here is Fusion and the secret skin Sorana, but that's about it. That's like the biggest problem with this battle pass and my biggest critique with this battle pass, but other than that, it was pretty decent. Now let's go on to my number 3 spot here. I'm actually just as surprised as people are probably gonna think here about why this is right here, because I know there's gonna be people bad in the comment section saying this is a really bad battle pass. Chapter 2 Season 3, I've actually very much enjoyed this battle pass. I'll say this right now, the worst part about this battle pass is the secret skin. So secret skin known as Aquaman. This skin was terrible. In terms of the skin that came before this, which was a quote-unquote secret skin, this was a huge downgrade. Also, the tier 100 skin Eternal Knight really wasn't crazy, but I will say she was a lot better than Lux from Chapter 1 Season 8's Battle Pass. We also had skins like Siona. I'm hoping I'm saying her name correctly. It's the astronaut skin. Probably the worst astronaut skin that we've gotten out of a Battle Pass. It's just nothing crazy. And then also Kit. I'm just not the biggest fan of Kit here, but the other skins I actually did like. Scuba Jonesy is very underrated. Fade is really sick. It reminds me of an Oni version of Drift from Chapter 1, which it looks so sick. Ocean is definitely another very underrated skin here. Very adorable skin. I actually really like how she looks. And then there was Jules. Jules was the best skin out of the Battle Pass. She is very, very clean, and this skin actually became very sweaty, believe it or not. I also have to give credit where credit is due. This Battle Pass actually gave us some really good emotes out of here. And also, this was the first Battle Pass to have dual wield and, default edit style swings for pickaxes, which was awesome. Overall, this was actually a pretty underrated Battle Pass. I think it was very stacked. We had some really good stuff out of here, and people don't give this Battle Pass enough appreciation for what it did, and that's a damn shame. We've got 2 Battle Passes left, and people are already typing in the comment section, why is this like top 3? This season was god-awful. Well, guess what? I'm going to try my best to explain why this is right here for me. But at number 2 is Chapter 2, Season 6.
You tripping, bro. You tripping.
Do not get me wrong. The season that it was in was fucking atrocious. Chapter 2, Season 6 was one of the worst seasons of all time, okay? And I felt like the strongest thing that came out of this season was the Battle Pass. My biggest complaint with this Battle Pass is that there was no emotes that you can use with pretty much anyone, or more or less, we had a lot of Party Royale fodder emotes. I should have mentioned that back in the Chapter 2 Season 8 section, but the skins were freaking great. I will say that right now. The only one which I actually think was the worst one out of the bunch is Spire Assassin. It looked really cool, but the edit style and just the built-in emote for it was goddamn trash. We had some really good skins out of here though. Raz was great. We had Cluck, which was a really funny skin. Tirana is a very underrated skin in my opinion. Agent Jones was a tier 1 skin, and he was one of the best tier 1 skins that we got during that season because he had edit styles for all the trailers that he was in Chapter 2 Season 5, which was so cool. And the collabs. We had Rebirth Raven, which was Raven from Teen Titans, the second ever DC skin to ever be inside the Battle Pass. We had Neymar Jr. as the quote-unquote secret skin. Even though he wasn't a secret, the cosmetics in his set were a secret, so if you want to count him as a secret skin, I guess you can stretch it to that regard, but I think that his skin was really good. And then we had probably the best thing out of here, Lara Croft. This skin became so popular, it became sweaty. Like, that's insane. And she was definitely the best skin out of the Battle Pass, because adding a gaming character to the Battle Pass was such a good idea, and the way they did her was so well done, and it pretty much almost makes my point correct on why this Battle Pass was great, and not only that, on why Gaming Legends never misses. It's so damn good. I will say that it's top 5 best Battle Passes of all time in my opinion. Even coming from a garbage season like Chapter 2 Season 6, there was still some good to be found from that season, and this is one of the good things that came out of that season. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people saw this coming. Number 1 is Chapter 2 Season 2.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
I know, very predictable, but I do have some criticisms for this Battle Pass, okay? Because it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
What do you mean by that?
Let me start off by saying this here. We had some of the most iconic characters from Chapter 2 introduced into this Battle Pass. Brutus, Meowscles, Sky, and probably the most popular tier 100 skin of all time, Midas. We even had TNTina, which I really hope they make a reskin of her at some point. Please, it's long overdue. Gear Special Smile, the first ever, technically speaking, customizable skin ever to be introduced in Fortnite. And we had a really damn good secret skin, not even secret because it wasn't technically a secret. This was the first skin to ever do it, and that was Deadpool. And he was done so well. This was a skin that actually made sense. Like, this character being in Fortnite actually made sense. There were some phenomenal emotes out of here. We had phenomenal gliders, especially TNTina's glider was being the first ever rideable glider in Fortnite. Like, that was insane. Once again, we had some really good emotes, phenomenal skins out of here. However, this isn't the best Battle Pass of all time.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
I would argue by saying that Season X's is better, and the reason why I'm saying that is because the edit style situation. Let me start off by saying this here. The Ghost in shadow edit styles were done terribly. And the reason why is because you picked one and you basically can't get the other one, meaning there are rare ones out there for certain skins. I can understand why they did it like this now is because of the storyline, but again, I think this was really bad that they didn't give out the other edit styles for these skins after the season ended. Also, Gear Specialist Maya. I will say she's one of the best tier 1 skins we ever had due to the amount of customization, but the biggest problem with the skin, especially looking back at it now, is that basically you had to lock in the edit styles that you pretty much made with her. Which I honestly am not upset with my Gear Specialist Maya. I'm showing her on screen right now. I'm not mad about it at all because I do really like what I made here, but I do kind of wish I can actually go back and remake the skin here. But the biggest problem with this battle pass, and why it's not the best one of all time, but it's definitely one of the best, is the golden agent styles.
For the love of God! Please! Damn!
You wonder why I haven't mentioned Agent Peely yet? This skin utterly ruined this battle pass for me. Especially the golden Peely. They decided, hey, let's make it 10 times more difficult, and let's make it so you pretty much have to spend your whole life playing this season, just so that then you can unlock the edit styles. I'm not kidding when I say this. I'm showing my sky on screen here because as you can see, I didn't even get to golden Peely. And this is me playing the season every day. I got done every single challenge, and it's because they barely gave out any XP during the season, and Agent Peely was the reason why this season, to me, was not all sunshine and rainbows, or why this battle pass was not all sunshine and rainbows, because these edit styles were fucking done terribly. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. Here is the official list of the updated tier list. Let me know down below what your favorite battle pass is from chapter 2, and also drop a like on the video if you want to see chapter 3. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did happen to enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel and turn notification bell so don't miss any more new videos from me as Joe Below Weekly. Drop a like on the video if you did happen to enjoy this video. I also have a Twitter that's @SnowManager Twitter if you want to go follow me. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you, and remember everyone, it's always good to take chances.